Okay, I can talk now. I can at least explaining what I'm doing. You can see Phantasy Star has a little set where you do the same thing over and over again, and eventually become stronger. Now, even though I have the money to speed the process up, I don't want to speed it up too fast. I don't even think about the other people who have gone further than me faster than I have. But, you know, you gotta reward the people who play the game consistently, at least. At least that's what I'm doing. Because there'll come a point where I'll actually become significantly stronger than my team, than my alliance members. Eventually. And it'll be great when it finally happens. And then I can take a break. I'll tell them, well, I finished my grinding. But at the rate I'm going, I'm probably not going to finish by the end of the year, though. I thought I would be able to finish it sooner. At least that's what I thought would be the case. Alright, well, I'll just watch Ernest movies all day. Oh yeah, sure. Or you could work on a project, let's see. Even though I know I'm playing video games right now, but in my spare time I was making some pipe cleaner art. Gonna be kinda hard to show on YouTube, because, but I've shown other stuff before on YouTube. I mean, there were my unboxing videos, which you might get a kick out of those, if you take a look at them. Basically just getting fan art from, getting official art from a particular artist. Which is a little interesting, because we don't talk anymore. She does her own, she stays in her own lane, and I stay in my own. Which used to be really hard to think about until, well, something came up, and it became significantly easier. I'm not going to say what it is, but if we're dealing with art, I think you know exactly what I'm talking about, or can at least figure out. This is the worst drop that I've had in a while, actually. What is this garbage? This is unusually bad, considering I had buffs going on. Like, reasonably bad. Like, I don't need my buffs to be that bad. I'm at 160 for crying out loud. And I need benefits. Good ones. Do you think I want to keep playing this game all day? And things could change too. The developers could release a method to get certain augments and basically restabilize everything, or at least make it easier to generate some level of growth for once, because that'd be nice. Make it so the players want to level up, or not make it so damn difficult, or just never go past 2. I don't know. The second free-to-play arm was already pushing it already. I'm sorry, the 4th. Yeah, the 4th, because I know it says the 3rd, but there's been other armors like that. And that guy who hadn't been playing in 2 years that I came across was wearing some old-ass freemium armor. Which was kind of funny to think about. But we can't keep having those scenarios. No, we can't. we need players to actually participate for once. Or at least have some sort of path. As it stands, it's going to be difficult to upgrade. Well, I take it back. There's only one path to upgrading. And any other path requires some degree of special augmentation. I mean extremely rare, too. Some you can't even pay your way out of. Okay, you can pay your way out of anything, really. Of course, this game would have an option. Because all, like, rarity drops and stuff like that is supposed to be expensive. I love to watch NIST Declassified School Survival Guide. I don't think I've heard of that one before, but a School Survival Guide would be interesting. I wonder how it would fare in this day and age, honestly. Because speaking of videos I look at, I basically look at so-called dating, what is it called? I don't want to say dating videos, but basically videos of women messing up things for guys type of videos. Like The Better Bachelor, yeah, that's one guy. I would recommend one him if you want, well, I wouldn't go there for a laugh, but just basically like a realization, like a I knew it type of thing. I knew it all along, and this guy agrees with me type of feeling. But never funny, really. Quite sad, really. First and foremost. Make no mistake. It's a sad world we live in. Oh well, it is what it is. Everything has to keep evolving. We can't possibly stay stagnant. The women have definitely evolved for sure. Beyond the common man. So there needs to be a new type of man perhaps. Which sounds insane to talk about, but I mean, what do you expect? We think of the whole nice guy will finally go extinct, you know. No more Mr. Nice Guys, they say. They keep saying that all the time, and maybe that generation of nice guys will be gone for good, replaced with just a certain type of guys now. A no-nonsense having guy. Perhaps. Did you ever buy another beat 'em up? No, I haven't yet. Because there's also the question of, am I going to buy a beat 'em that has online play? It's a question. I know I have two to choose from, and both of those two are offline type of games, unfortunately. Even though I made it possible to play that really, what was that really crappy game I played before? Well, I wouldn't say it was crappy, it was very, okay, let me be serious here. What was it? Breakneck Blitz or something like that? Yeah, Breakneck City, yeah. That really weird looking 3D polygon game. And the sad part is it did a better job at doing a 3D brawler compared to the Rising Kai thing. You know? It kept it simple. It had interesting mechanics. Mechanics you don't see too often in beat 'em ups. I mean, we all had dash mechanics, but this dash mechanic was so weird. It was different. It was hilarious. And kicking enemies into platforms and different ways to kill bosses, you know? You don't see that too often. Usually it's just a drop HP down to 0 type of thing, but at least that game tried. The effort was there. Like, I couldn't be mad at the game. I mean, it sounds mad to even call the... And if we just took away the achievements and you were playing a game just for the sake of playing a game, it's half decent. I mean, the little story mode could have had, like, a decent ending. But what can you expect when you have 2 female protagonists that don't look too attractive to begin with? These were, like, mildly contracted ladies. You know, extremely mild ladies. And nothing something you would fantasize over. Not like Bop. Well, not, what's her name? Blaze, a feeling. Hell, even the chick from whatchamacallit, Golden Axe looked hot. Like, you can't mess that something up. I mean, most people get it. Like, it's an intentional design. Fight and Rage obviously got hot characters. Well, one hot female named Gal. So, that's important. Hell, even that game that you recommended me, has a hot female character. What is that game called again? Hell, we'll go back to TMNT, yeah, even the little TMT game, Shredder's Revenge. The one I think is an actual bad game. You're not really thinking about it. April's, but of course everyone knew April was hot. Yeah, Takeover had a hot female, tight clothes having female action superhero. Well, not superhero, but just, you know, a girl with a gun. She was hot. And I think that's just important, man. I would say the chick from Final Vendetta is, she's kind of so-so. I mean, she's not ugly. Yeah, she's not ugly, but she's not overtly hot. She's actually well clothed up compared to her enemy counterparts. Banana April was a baddie. Oh yeah, she was. She was almost as bad as what's her name? The chick from Superman, Lois Lane. There was definitely some inspiration involved because she's always getting in trouble, always trying to get the biggest scoop possible. Always, always, always. That was just a thing about those type of women. But hey, they were entertaining to watch. But to date, I don't know. They definitely kind of stir up some trouble and see how you deal with it. Which I guess is fine. If we're trying to look for a future suitor and stuff like that. I mean, I hope I'm like getting too deep into these conversations, but I just find it kind of funny, really. Just... Alright, 19 minutes have passed so far. Great. Probably should switch classes, but I'm gonna roll here. As I'll have an opportunity to get my big weapon. Because I'm gonna do something quicker, actually. There's a quicker way to reach my goal. A far quicker way to reach it. And I will probably... Today is the day I'll be using one of my transfer tickets. That I have been saving up for a long time. And I think this is the occasion. Because I'd be damned if I have to go through all my money resources all the time. I'm already going to cut through a huge chunk of my star gems to make a duplicate weapon. No, wait, I take it back. I don't have to, actually. I bought the weapon. I got what I wanted. But I'm going to have to do some more gambling, though. But I'm going to have to wait, though. That's the worst part. I have to wait at a certain time of the... January? Oh my gosh, I have to wait until January before they start adding buffs and stuff. I just want something that I can be proud to have and use and enjoy playing the game with. Not commonly often seen stuff, and everyone who's smart in the game is going to know that I use an augment transfer pass. Of course, I ain't ever going to beat that one guy who used 4 augment transfer passes on all his gear, and it's just like, holy shit, dude. I thought that was the saddest thing I've seen in a long time. Wish I recorded, so y'all... I took pictures of it, but I wish I recorded and just made the video starting with that. Because that was just the most... weirdest thing I've ever seen. It's like, I don't know. Like, he's not going to get that back. Unless, of course, he can buy his way back. That's what that seems like. But we're always paying for convenience. I mean, look at Metroid. We're gonna have the desert music from those players by adding an amiibo. But I don't care about music in the desert. Especially not gonna be there for a while. But I do feel sorry for everyone else. For all the people who keep giving Nintendo money. I stopped giving Nintendo money when the Nintendo Wii U came out. And to be fair, I kind of feel bad not getting Nintendo Wii U. I would have actually liked the thing. And based on the stuff they had, I would have absolutely played the shit out of it. I'd be like, I know no one else liked it, but I liked it. At least. What about Castle Crashers? You know, that is maybe I had some sort of beef with that game or something. But yeah, that is also a good game. Can't doubt that. Like, absolutely. I mean, sure, it's an old game, but from where it came from humble beginnings, that's it, yes. It was a part of the Newgrounds era of gaming. When people actually did that sort of thing, played Flash games, didn't have to download, the game was already ready for you. That was quite a time. I wonder if those games are still around, if I go back and check on them. Because it would be interesting. I heard Shockwave is no longer active to play certain Flash games. They have a different type of player now in order to do something like that. So, I can still, play some of those games, I think. At least Newgrounds does it differently. Speaking of Newgrounds, they do treat their artists with some dignity, too, by the way. They don't allow things like AI art, which is the one thing I was trying to avoid mentioning in another video. Well, you know, in a later conversation. So kudos to them for keeping that AI art out of there and keeping it all human art. Because honestly, we know AI art is obviously better in every way whatsoever. I've seen it for myself, and it's done a lot of things I thought I'd never do. Okay, I take it back. A lot of things I wouldn't have the time to do, but faster. I've done a lot of things art-related that I didn't think I had the time for. But it's so great. But I don't want to get too sentimental about it. I mean, that sort of thing was in the past. Kinda. Not really, but mostly, it's just something I enjoyed doing. But who wants to watch some guy mess around with AI art? That's something that you should be able to enjoy yourselves. Just take one of your favorite characters, throw it into a little machine, and presto. You can get him to do whatever you want. Whatever you think is funny. I mean, he did it to a particular YouTuber. But let's be real here, that happens to a lot of YouTubers. Because why not? They wouldn't do it in real life. So make the AI do it for them. The sky isn't the limit, it's your imagination that's the limit, honestly. Always running out of juice here. But yeah, I have time to think about the supposed games that I may or may not be getting. It's just going to take some careful planning. I mean, really, the Takeover is the more appealing game. I mean, Final Vendetta had their chance. They really did. Even though Final Vendetta is probably a faster game. At least from what I've seen from the videos. But do we want fast? Like, honestly? Honestly, we don't. We want a game to last a while, so we can really enjoy it. At least that's the idea for most beat-em-ups. I mean, look at Streets of Rage 4. It lasts about over an hour. Which is fine. Even though they do have an arcade option for those sickos who want to go all the way. On hard mode, by the way. I like them. But I think Takeover has an edge. I mean, if Takeover had online play. But then again, I haven't played Takeover. I have to actually play Takeover to give an opinion about it. I mean, they have guns. I would say Double Dragon Gaiden technically had guns. Characters that use guns. And not just, like, infrequently, too. Like, they really do use guns. But, of course, their gameplay is a little odd to make up for the fact they have guns. Which I guess is fine. We don't want them too damn powerful. Because some characters seem to become, you know... They trivialize the game. I think Double Dragon Revive has online play. Yes, I do remember that one. See, they're smart enough to do something like that. Now, will the online play be around by the time I decide to get that game on sale? That's the big question. I know it seems kind of mean to wait on certain games for them to be on sale and stuff, but sometimes it happens, you know? Sometimes you're just not ready for a game as soon as it comes out, you know? Sometimes you just need a little bit more time to think about it. Like, do I really want to mess around with this? Ooh, this new person. I wonder. Can I even get them up to my alliance? Hello, player. Wanna join our... Revive is good, just simple fun, nothing complex. I don't know. Well, we can't really say that, unfortunately. There was... Double Dragon in general has always tried to push the envelope on what a beat-em-up can do. Let's be real here. Because when I played Gaiden, you know, they had platforming, which is something you don't typically see. You might see light, extremely light platforming. Okay, you don't see platforming at all in any other games like that. You might see dodge a damn hole and don't drop in a hole. That's about the extent of the platforming. Just don't fall in the hole. But actual jumping to a space and stuff and make sure you have enough distance and running, they actually do that. So, I mean, I'm not trying to say you don't know what you're talking about, but it's definitely complex. And yes, this would throw Battletoads in the same category, too. Since they were in bed with each other. They also did a bunch of stuff. They did more stuff than Double Dragon. All these other mini-games. No, wait. But they separated the mini-games. Right, well. And most of the time, they separated the mini-games. Well, anyway, Battletoads and Double Dragon are in the same category as complex fighting games, mechanically. Sure, Streets of Rage 4 has a lot of complex combos, but you don't really need that combo unless, of course, you just want to do extra damage and stuff like that. I meant simple in terms of combo system. There is no real tech to it. It's like PS2 beat 'em up era. Oh, okay. Yes. In that case, we're talking about purely the combat of it. But wouldn't the platform still be involved? Because it's... I mean, to be fair, let's do it like this. Because when you're talking about a 3D beat 'em up, and I know most beat 'em ups are kind of designed 3D is to an extent. Like, most beat 'em ups can access, you know, X, Y, and Z axis and stuff like that. Most of them can. Even if you're talking about a simple jump that can get you out of out of danger for even for a moment. That's still jumping into a different axis. And I meant to say access with an A. But I'm sure you two know what I'm talking about. Like, even the first Streets of Rage had 3D movement. It may not look 3D, but it might as well have been. You could jump, you could move up and down, and that was enough for me to call it 3D. Because you have to worry about enemies above you and below you, and well, then again, there was also Streets of Rage 2, which really did have 3D movement. When there were actual enemies you had to worry about up in the air. They were very rare to come by, but because you had to deal with them up there, it was definitely something to keep in mind. So I'm getting the triggers already. I say no one joined my party for some reason. My last food item I'm going to be using. I gotta take these for PSO day. So I have one more fight left in me. Because I do want to get my weapon upgraded as soon as possible. Even if I have to sacrifice an item to do it. I want to get the most of the item before it goes bad, before it gets completely and utterly replaced. And I'm willing to use a transfer pass to do it. I should go ahead and make a weapon for it, well, a slot for it too. The question is, how long will it take before I can get that upgraded? Alright, this thing is already done. That thing's dead. And now we have the silly boss over here, this big black dude. But yeah, maybe I'll make a special video about beat-em-ups. About the future of beat-em-ups. Because there's still that cosmic, whatchamacallit. I don't want to say cosmic chaos, that's what, because DC already made a game involving cosmic chaos. Which seemed a bit too kid-friendly for my taste, honestly. Like, I want them to have a bit of a more, teen theme to them, if that makes sense. I mean, don't make it look as made for babies. It'd be like telling someone I play what is it called? Paw Patrol or something like that. But it was on the PlayStation 4 and it was on sale, you know? That sort of thing. Like, maybe if Paw Patrol was a racing game, maybe I'd consider it, maybe. Oh, and I might have to start giving racers that do have throwing objects at enemies consider a second chance, because it is a form of combat. Because, you know, we can't simply have a normal race. That's boring. Which is why I could never get into Need for Speed or anything like that. But at least Need for Speed had someone chasing you or something like that, like cops. So I'm okay with something like that. Either I'm chasing somebody, or I'm being chased. One or the other. That's what makes races exciting to me. Instead of just going fast, there has to be some other additional element to it. So maybe I'll give Crash Bandicoot a second chance. I remember before I was getting destroyed before, because I couldn't keep up with some of the gameplay. So I'll see how different it feels now. I'm curious. Because I want to at least just say I played the game for about at least an hour. I even gamed that whatchamacallit game. What was that zombie game that I played? Back for Blood? I even gave that an hour. And I didn't think I would give it a whole hour, honestly. I mean, I just wasn't feeling it, honestly. At the time. Yeah, but don't they all feel the same? Actually, I gotta see if Crash Bandicoot's racer does anything different than Mario Kart's does, honestly. Like, I'll give Diddy Kong Racing credit for changing things up. At least vehicle-wise. Like, 3 different vehicles was kind of funny. Alright, that takes care of that. Oh boy, I might have one more left in me. Or maybe 0, it just depends, honestly. It's getting close to 8:08 right now. Did I even title this stream as a 7 PM stream? Probably did. So it counts. I mean, I guess it'd also be nice to play games that don't rely on online play, too. You know, those single-player experiences. Like the ones I used to play on my Xbox 360. These were pretty cool. Kingdom of Amalur, haven't finished it, gotta try it. Dante's Inferno, I have it, but I haven't tried it. I think my brother got stuck. Oh wow, I finally got this armor. Which, by the way, is worthless with the, how they do upgrades and stuff like that. But hey, that's the game's fault. Or at least it's worthless because we can't just use it almost immediately. You have to upgrade it to make it worth something. But isn't that everything? I mean, yes and no. Let's just deposit all this for right now. Actually, I'm going to gotta dispose of this. This is trash, unfortunately. Better luck next time, game. And deposit. What the? Well, not exactly what I call a full moon, but sure. And to think the player might be looking at her dress. But then again, they wouldn't need to. They probably already finished looking at her that she's tired of her already. Let's see if any of my Alliance losers are online. If they are. Oh good, one of the offices is online. Do I feel like messing with her is the question. I'll let her mess with me if she wants to hang out or something. But I will mix up the gameplay by, oh, I don't know, seeing if I can find one more sucker to join our alliance. Because I think this is how I killed my move for this game before. Repeatedly going to the, this limited time quest. Sure, it's kind of worth it. Kinda. Also, I noticed they fixed the, Lucille, too. Lucille seems to be a bit better. I mean, I kind of miss old Lucille. But this one's just kind of like going through a room and a room. I don't know. Okay, I take it back. It's a little worse, but it's a bit more streamlined, is what it is. And you're not just in a room by yourself. I just kind of like how it was all spread out and had different rooms and different stuff. The puzzle rooms could have probably been a bit more better. And I know it sounds kind of silly to even talk about puzzles, like, because, like, we're talking about under time limit action puzzles and stuff like that. I mean, I don't know, the same type of action puzzles you would see in your, top-down... There, they're gone. In your top-down action games. Damn, this place is empty. I went to the wrong place. Ah, here's one right here. Perfect. If I can get him to follow me. Yes, of course that would go away eventually. Let's see what they say. Hey there, no alliance. Hera Frost. They're a baby anyway, but they just got their, whatchamacallit. They might not be able to see me too. Shit, they're probably going to Crawford. From that angle that they went. Yeah, they wouldn't get my message from that angle. They're definitely going to talk to Crawford. They're trying to get to their story. But they at 65, that's barely legal. Metaphorically speaking. I'm not trying to babysit around here. I need people to actually, like, know what they're doing to an extent. I know my stream made it seem like that wasn't the case at all, where I was just basically directing everybody. Heavily. Being referred to as a cyclopedia. And no, I won't try to take over the alliance. That's his alliance. Best case scenario, I leave. Worst case, I take over his alliance. But I'm going to make sure he doesn't make that mistake and just accidentally, you know, find people that are just beyond his pay grade. Because a guy is stronger, he's going to start asking questions. Why am I here? Why are all these people so weak? Why is there only one guy who cares? Why is this one guy who's actually better than everyone else still here? He should come with me. Has it ever happened before? Sort of. It's sort of happened before. Except I was the one dishing out the betrayal and not receiving the betrayal itself. But hey, at least those people who I abandoned don't have to worry about Phantasy Star anymore. They're all playing other 47s. That's not good enough. Could say hi, but I don't even care to do that much either. Look at them. The lines are just sitting there. And if we're lucky, we'll see some freaks too. Let's see, like this one right here in the chair. Got the whole chair out and everything. Ah, she's got 2 rings. Better check my numbers too. Well, a minute, let's see. So I got about maybe 6 minutes before I need to run back and get the worth out of one of my items. Pso2ng. Big Pabs. Well, let's see how big Pabs is. What the hell is that? I've never heard of that weapon before. An Arco Algido. Oh, what the hell is this? I love to eat Domino's pizza. It's great and easy. I like my I'm not saying home style, but I like my family made pizza, if that makes any sense. Okay, I already knew this guy was definitely out of our range, that's for damn sure, because I've never heard of this weapon before. Or maybe I have. I think I've heard this before. I think it's one of the, oh wait, that's one of the strongest weapons in the game. This guy is out of everyone's, yeah, he has best in slot right now. That guy's completely untouchable right now. I would not hire a guy like that and have him just ruin our alliance from inside out. And Nova? Didn't I already talk to... No, Nova was a baby, right? I believe I talked to her. She's been in that same spot for who knows how long. Oh, here we go. Look, our first freak. I don't even know which direction to look at her from. Okay, I think that's her legs. And, okay, and of course you have a little accomplice there right in front of you, because it's not enough to look like a giant balloon or something. You have to have someone to admire you. This is role-playing, by the way, too. But to be fair, this is the first fat fish I've seen. Like, it looks okay now, but then the game's like, do I have to load this in? You don't want me to load this in. Not really. You can go without it. The game's right, I can't go without it, actually. Okay, who used it? There was one Alliance member when I did check the list, so maybe Nina used it to upgrade something. I don't blame her for leaving, too. Or at least leaving the party, not the Alliance, because somebody was taking too long. The boss didn't mention that, oh, I'm doing quests, even though we were all about sticking together and trying to do quests together. He just wanted to be dead silent about it all of a sudden. Like, oh, okay. Like, that was a dick move, honestly. She's wearing fake boobs. But hey, it's an option. Don't worry, we'll find a new Alliance member, or we'll walk into a very awkward conversation, if that could happen too. But you usually have to go to Alio for that to happen. And I've made some of the wildest conversations. There's been a player by the name of Salt, and boy does he live up to his name by making everyone feel even saltier than they should. But hey, it's a cool place to have such topics. I think he was trying to do something. Alright, last one, I swear. Just a little bit more. But I am starting to appreciate that TMNT game, though. That game was fun. It's got a mixture of online and offline games. But I really do need to start giving whatchamacallit, what's that game called? The Capcom Fighting Collection? I'm sorry, the Anniversary Collection, the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. I gotta get that shot. You know, there's gonna be a few games I want to play there. I mean, it'd be great to play Street Fighter 2 without the label Turbo onto it. But that'd be nice. Real nice. Oh, that thing was dead already. Did we break all those yet? Okay, we did. Good. Oh, you're saying WoW again. What happened? Did you lose connection? I mean, I know Fanstar can't be the most entertaining thing to see. But it has its interest. Like I said, it has its good points. It's just kind of hard for, you know, for someone who's just now getting in. I mean, I get it. There's going to be some people who don't understand what's going on. Because I just got in. I don't have all this gear like you guys have. And I need gear that'll last me for months. 3 months, even. Well, there's some people could complain about it, but it's just like... I mean, I think as professional, not professional players, but veteran players, I think we know I think we know better than developers, honestly. I think we would know. And that's like a bold statement to make, too. That we know better. I mean, we are paying for it, so, you know, sure, you're making it, but we're paying for it. We're the ones that decide you're getting where your game lives or dies. He's really to start recognizing certain things. And just accept the fact that, you know, it's got to be our way or the highway. Oh, you know, the people who made the game called Concord. One of the biggest flops in history. When they need to start realizing that these social justice warriors are out to get them. Would you prefer pizza rolls or mini corn dogs, honestly? When I want a pizza, I want it big. I might handle a Hot Pocket, but now that I think about it, I haven't had a Hot Pocket in a while. I just want to see what's inside my pizza. Even if it's like tiny holes, like a stromboli, I think is what it's called. Like I might tolerate that, but I haven't had a stromboli in a while. It's got to be an open pizza. I got to see what the ingredients are, even though the box will tell me. But I want to see it firsthand. To me, that's the only way. Alright, that was the last one. Stromboli is delicious, yes. Hope I'm pronouncing that right, too. I guess if I ever go to a particular mall, maybe I'll see if they have any. No way, I think some pizza places have strombolis. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I can get a because usually strombolis I've always eaten, they've always had like one topping. It's always pepperoni. If I can get me a 2-topping stromboli, you know, maybe I'll get back into that sort of thing. Maybe. So there wouldn't be a crumb left. It's a better version of a pizza, getting a pizza on the go. Even though I might sometimes eat pizza in the car before I drive. Because I'm just so glad I got it. So glad. When Monday hits, I might do that actually. I'll go to my local's favorite store, get myself a small pizza and a drink for $7.99. Let's see, Tri-Shield follow-up, and this might one be good. Trash, filth, garbage, yes. And disgusting. And improved cubes. Oh boy, oh boy. I guess we'll just retrieve these. Alright, let's see. So I won't be using any boosters until PSO Day happens, which is unfortunately next year. So I want to get the most out of it. Deposit that in here. Alright, I got this. I mean, it's worth some... Okay, it's not really worth the money, really. It killed it. What does this other one do? Let's see. I mean, this one might actually be good considering both of my classes have issues running out of PP. Honestly. And this negating damage, I mean... What's the follow-up again? Shorten the cooldown time to... I mean, it's a great defensive item. Truthfully, it is. It would keep a lot of people alive and not die instantly. And going a whole minute, and it's pretty good. Even there's some bosses that'll hit you multiple times. Alright. Oh, there goes that Domino's pizza you were talking about. I wonder how they... Well, I guess it's obvious how they came up with the name. What kind of group is... Oh no, it's that fat chick again. They haven't loaded in, but it's that same fat chick. Alright, they're both here. Well, if they ask for anything, I'm gonna just basically tell them I am just looking for more Alliance members. That's what I'm gonna do. Because that is still an important task that both of them should be trying to achieve. And weeding out all the losers. I definitely change a few things too. I wouldn't have the whole figure out how long someone has been gone. I would reduce that number. I forget how it's done. I have to look at my old videos and find out. Like reducing the visibility of the numbers so we know who's been gone for at least a whole month. And that's what I would give them, at least a month before they start getting removed. Before we used to do bi-weekly. Like only members get a month of rest. Yeah, and that goes away too. Alright, I gotta remember to stop coming here. 2 sleeping bitches. I think I've talked to Faith before. But I have no faith in this player. I mean, their outfit looks different, so it must be a different person, right? I'll make the excuse that, it's a Mayo and Lee something. They start with letter L's, that's for sure. Oh my goodness, what is wrong with this player? Please send again. Adrian. None of these people were Adrian from what I've seen. A W. The link, uh-oh, the link. And I think the path I'm gonna be going is gonna be a little bit, all by himself, so, huh? Well, just looking at what the armor they had, definitely out of range. Saint's Heart. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, if they say no. Yeah, if they say no, we call next. Because, let's be real here, the Saints' Heart is a serious alliance. You really think you're gonna be acting enough for them? Genuinely. Like, the Illusionists are serious. It's like, you gotta be careful. This might be a big alliance, but they might demand things that you can't handle. You'll soon find your ass kicked out. Not that I've ever been kicked before. Oh well, if Homie really think he can actually do well in there, by all means, they can try. Hello there. 10-10. Level's too low. I'm about to go into the change room, so no point. Level's also too low. I mean, they could say around an apprentice or something like shit, but these two. Honestly, looking at these two, they might not even be into that sort of thing. They are into cosplaying. They look like they're together, honestly. The teammate, whoever they are, is not that strong, actually. Did I try hitting on them already? I'll hit an L. Oh boy, we have one of those type of people. Streamer modes, which means they can't hear nothing. Well, there is something I should get out of the way, as it'll help with my goals. So I should do this too, let's see. And I gotta keep getting more of these. Has 6 crest cubes, and I think I stopped giving a crap about the crest cube stuff. Like, now the crest cube's accessible. All of a sudden. Look, it's too late now. No responses. What a pity. What my numbers looking like right now?
Thanks for visiting.
$77. That's how far I've gotten.
Please come again.
I can still do Nameless City real quick. Like, very briefly. And then get out of there. In and out. At least it's coming to an end in the next 16 minutes. I was told that that attack was supposed to turn upside down. Alright, that takes care of that. Well, this is what the developers wanted to do. Unless, of course, there's something I'm missing. Very important I'm missing. Something that just turns this all around and makes the grind that much more easier. Oh boy. And my controller's dying too. Crap, this is the part where I have to take a break now. And then come right back. So in 12 minutes I'm going to have to be ready to rock and roll. Let's see if I can get those bums to help me out again. And this time I'm going to be leading too. We'll see if they care enough to even mention my name. Let's see. I've done a lot of talking. It's time for them to start saying something. Because one's in creative space. Well, I got 12 minutes to rest. I probably won't be streaming this gameplay, though. Probably not. Better go ahead and take that rest now, though.
How you doing? See ya.
I could see myself doing this. And make grinding in that one spot particularly less annoying. A lot less annoying if you streamline it. Well, I'm gonna need it anyway to protect. Like, it's gonna come in handy later. Multi-weapon? That's where it gets serious. What is the paid content looking like right now? End of the year. Set B. $5, I believe that is. Yeah, $5 for a premium set. Should I spend $5? Would it take about a month? I mean, technically it would. Skill ring enhanced substitute, yeah. I still have my food buff. I believe they were a baby, so I'll leave them alone. I'll just go to, here. This was a presently safe place. Alright, y'all know the drill. I ain't gonna record this gameplay, but, we'll be doing this for my own leisure.